Friends, good morning, friends and neighbors. I'm Jason Carey, and today we're talking about the morning ritual for guitar growth. We thought we'd try something new for a change. We'll see what happens. I've got my trusty fingernail files here in case we need those, in case we decide we need those. Let's go ahead and get started today, shall we? Let's see what we have going on. Today we have acoustic work today. We are 100 days plus one. Oh, we need to do some tuning. I brought this down from the house today. So here's the A440. And good morning, Sky. 100 plus one. Yeah, right. I knew it. It was a big day. So I know we said we would announce winners for the free session yesterday, but we did not receive our live chat report until overnight last night. So we're going to have to announce those winners today. But the good news is we had a lot of submissions. And the other good news is we're going to do it again today. So if you want to do, if you do it again today, happy picking all caps followed by an exclamation point. We're giving away another free tutorial, a Zoom tutorial today, a Zoom private session today. So you could go ahead, if you'd like to, if you think you'd be interested in a free, we're celebrating 100 episodes yesterday, so today's 100 plus one, and we're going ahead and we're giving away, another a free Zoom session. The winners from yesterday will be announced today due to a technical snafu, and we're adding one more day, and we're giving away another Zoom session. We're going to do it again on the halfway point, so keep that in mind. It's another 30 days from now. So we're doing another live session, but if you think you might be interested in doing a live guitar session with me via Zoom and talking about anything you'd like to talk about, please enter happy picking all caps followed by an exclamation point right here in the live chat, and we can pull in a second winner today. All right, we had a lot of submissions yesterday. I'm really looking forward to doing this and getting to know some of you personally. So thank you very much for demonstrating your interest. Morning. Just getting the tune going, and you can see my little my fingernail files here and the edge of one of the MacBooks. Hey, Dan Husband in the house with the old happy picking slant. Right on, my friend, right on. So if you're just tuning in, yesterday we didn't get our live chat report until overnight last night. So we didn't have any information or any data about winners yesterday like I said we would, and I hope you forgive me. So I thought in an act of forgiveness and begging for forgiveness, we are going to give away one more free Zoom session today. So if you won yesterday, which will be announced later today on the community posts tab, if you won yesterday, it sort of disqualifies you from winning again today, just so you know. But that hasn't been posted yet, so go ahead and post away happy picking all caps followed by an exclamation point, and then we'll go ahead and get you your free session. It'll be fun. Think about as if it was the first time approaching the guitar and we wanted to eradicate any knowledge gaps that we might perceive that we have. But I'd come with a list of 3 short-term goals, followed by, 3 short-term goals are going to look like, where do I see myself at the end of this summer? And then where do I see myself? So 3 of those. Do I want to know how to become great at Warrior 3, or do I think I want to know how to invert diatonic triads across the fretboard and how to use those as melodic devices, and to expand my rhythmic capacity, you know, the short-term goals, 5-term, and then 3 long-term goals, which would be more like, where do I see myself in 5 years from now? And that's usually a really interesting talking point. Those 2 things will get us started on our first private session. And it will be just super easy and super exciting and super engaging. So we're just so thrilled that you're still with us after 100 episodes. So, and we're growing here and there where we need to. I'm not sure how you guys would feel about this, but I'm considering in the next week or 2. Nice, way to go, Jill, way to go, Dan, right on. I'm considering in the next week or 2 doing at least 1 session with no talking. The same way I might do this solo if I wasn't filming, right? And I know it's going to be catastrophic for views, but you know, like I said again, it's not really about views for me. I'm not really here for that. I'm not really here for that kind of thing. I'm here because of some goals I personally set in motion 5, 6, 7 months ago now, maybe 8 months ago. So. I missed my calling, being writing riffs for like Blink-182 or something, you know, Green Day. Let's go. We're just about in tune now, just about in tune. And we're going to take off like a shot. Here we go. I thought what we would do today is start somewhere different. Yeah, I know. What did he say? Different? Oh no. So let's start with, you know, the C major chord, right? Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag. You know, so C major chord, right? C major chord, we all know and love C major chord, you know. So we're starting here with finger 3, finger 2 on finger 3 on fret number 3 on the A string, and finger 2 on fret number 2 on the D string. Open G string. This is to not be disturbed. This string is a sacred string, not to be disturbed by other fingers on contiguous strings. So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. Finger 1, it's, you know, let's not wake the bear. Okay, open B string now moves up to fret number 1. So we have a C, an E, and a, oh no, it has been disturbed. Open G string. So what I'm gonna do is just get onto the point of my fingertip and roll it up, roll it on up over. I'm dropping, you can see my thumb is dropping down, and by that motion, it's allowing more space between the fingerboard. Let's do it this way. So here's the beginner thing. Here's what we do. Here's what a beginner might do. Get all clogged up, and then what a pro might do is drop the thumb down behind the guitar neck and give us all of that space between the surface of the fretboard and the fingers. Yeah, all right. John Medley, I love the iconography, the emoticons and emojis, the emotes maybe. Funny how that word goes through a metamorphosis as we age, isn't it? So we have this really cool C chord that I'm using with fingers 3 and 2 and 1, oh, 3 and 2, and open G string and fret 1 on the B string. So I'm setting this up this morning. As long as we're perfect, if we are perfectly in tune, this will make sense. If we are not perfectly in tune, this will not make sense. Or it may make sense, but it's going to alter our perspective of tonality. And, you know, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I want to build a solid point of reference upon which we can build our basis for all of our tonal organization. I don't know, whoever is banging on, smashing that love button, that's great. You know, working that love button this morning. Does it sound a little fuzzy? Should I tap on my phone to see? So I'm running this on my iPhone right now. Let me know if the audio doesn't correct itself. So I'm just simply working on tonicizing the C chord. That's correct. Then back from C, and then super easy. You know, just creating some really simple little riff. And I wanted to talk about this because I want all of my morning ritual this morning to be based on a steady memory of alternating bass line and chord stabs. This sounds bad. Is it bad? Does that help? How about the sound now? It's worse? Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Give me a second. This could be irritating for a minute. Hold. Is that any better? Did we get it? It's funny, people fish in the wind. It doesn't bother. Ha! Much better. Good. Thank you. All right. Thank you for letting me know. You know, I'd hate for this to be an off-putting situation. You know, that's the last thing we want to do. Is one of my friends, like I told you, I have a friend who develops speakers for Bose and for Apogee, and sometimes we don't know why we're having a bad time. It was just this bad sound at the concert. So here we go. Not that this is a concert, but. So there are some new faces here. So let's take a moment. I just got to take a moment and acknowledge who's here. So yesterday we hit, this is the morning ritual for guitar growth. I'm Jason, here with Jason Carey Guitar. And yesterday we hit 100th episode of season 1. So this is the morning ritual for guitar growth, which is specific to growing as a person and a community member, family member, and all of the, a servant of the song, a servant of the guitar, a guitar practitioner. It's just about growth in general. And if you would like, so as a way for us to celebrate our 100th live stream yesterday, we're giving away a free Zoom guitar session. So if you're interested at all, if you have any questions that you would like to have answered relating to the guitar, type happy picking in all caps followed by an exclamation point in this live chat, and it enters you into, at the end of this session, we'll go back through, and when we get the aggregate of happy picking exclamation points, we'll go ahead and select another winner for today. So this is our second day in a row selecting a winner for a free private Zoom guitar session. So it'll be a lot of fun. And if you're interested at all, happy picking exclamation point in the live chat would be appropriate. So we started with the C chord. I see Kevin here, I see Sky, I see Dan, good morning. Bernie, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Jill, Mark, good morning. Raul, good morning, glad to have you here. Let's see, Jill, happy picking, love it. Benda yo, what's my favorite? That's my favorite drinking. So happy picking, good. Wayne McFarland, good morning, Jason. Congrats on the 100 live chat sessions. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a great privilege. I'm just going to trip on that for a little bit, I think. Benjamin, thank you for noting, being the first to note it sounded a little fuzzy. Let's see, Angshita Music, good morning. And John Medley, Phil Smith, good morning. All right, thank you for confirming the audio. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button, people. Very good. Please do something about the sound. Thank you, Raul. Done. Hopefully it's done. Mic is crackling. Yep, I know that can be a real deal breaker. Derek Kritzer, good morning. Derek, how are you? Cool idea and loving the vibe. Subscribe. Join us again. We're here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's certainly, it goes through, the plan, good Lord willing, that I'll be here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time for the entirety of 2025. And we're just getting ready to work on get started with our warm-up here. Thank you for being here. New people, love it. Certainly appreciate it. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Reiner Stein, good morning. All right, is it still crackling? It's still a little cracking. Okay, I'll get another audio solution sorted for. I don't think it's going to happen today. Big time, is it really? Let's give it a little slap. Hello, how about now? Okay, we'll pull it out. How about this? Better? Better? Oh, blowing the hole. Yeah, that's right. I know, it's like power cycle or something. I'm getting ready to, I have a 3-pound hammer. we still have crumbly stuff. Hakuna Matata from Africa. Good morning. Okay, all right, here we go. I think that's it for today. I think that's all I can get out of it. So fingers 3 and 4 and 10 and 12. 1 E and a 2 and a you know what to do. All right, I'll take a listen to it. I've got to get this sorted out. I have a note into Shure, but we'll see what we can get. We'll see what we can get. I bet we can get this figured out. I'll have to listen to it later, yeah. And I think I heard it crackling the other day too. I'm not sure what that's all about. If you wanted to help me troubleshoot this, I'm going to start with I'll start another live stream as soon as we finish this one, and then I'm going to try to troubleshoot it right now. I've got another piece of equipment I want to plug in, and we'll go ahead and just see if we can get that sorted out. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Deadly Kitten, good morning. What's going on? Good to see you here this morning. If you're dealing with a little bit of static, we're going to get that corrected. If you want to hang, I understand if you need to bail, because I completely understand if you don't like the static sound. So right after this at 8:30 a.m., I'm going to plug in another piece of gear, start another live cycle, and see if we can work out the kinks that way. So maybe, I don't know who's available for that, but it's certainly up for grabs. Okay. So we're using fingers 2 and 3 on frets, 2 frets apart, doing a nice little stretch, a finger stretch, taking the fingers for a walk this morning. And yeah, all right, so here we go. If you are interested in you can type happy picking into the live chat if you want, all caps, followed by an exclamation point if you'd like to do a free Zoom, a private guitar tutorial. I thought, I have taught probably thousands of students, and some of whom you probably know, and then some who maybe you don't know, from campfires to concert stages, so there's a full range of appeal in there. So if you feel like you might want a Zoom guitar session, just type in happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation. We'll draw a winner at the end of the session. So fingers 1 and 2, 10 and 12, 1 E and a 2, a T E and a 4 E. And hope you have a great day too. A little wah-wah. Oh no, something's really going wrong with this microphone. All right, let me see what I can do to fix it. Maybe Raul, if you're available, if you wanted to help, jump on for another 5 minutes after I'll be back on, just with another piece of kit. And we can bang through this. Crash, bang, boom. Cool, thank you. All right, so we have our first session going. I've got that C major chord progression sort of in the back of my mind, and it's just something super simple. I'd like to pick up the tempo a little bit this morning, just because to use fingers 2 and 4 now on frets 9 and 12, but I'd like to use quintuplets, or maybe we'll go backwards. If I feel like I want to go faster, maybe I should practice going slower. So let's try 1, 2, T, 2, 2, T. Here we go, and we'll start now. J-Dog. What's going on, J-Dog? Tom, what's going on, Tom? We're just working the old morning ritual, you know, for guitar growth. Derek, morning again. Axe Shop in Loombridge for the win. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Derek, thank you very much. What's going on, J-Dog? So people used to call me J-Dog, that's funny. Yeah. Now they call me Uncle Jason, I guess. So fingers 1 and 3 on 9 and 12. Here we go. And if you're still experiencing minor audio dissatisfaction, rest assured, Raul, the great Raul McQuina, right here in this live chat, and my own person, are going to hop on a different piece of equipment after this session and make any corrections that we need to provide a completely satisfactory experience tomorrow morning. So if you can stick it out with us today, more power to you. And we're just working on the open position at Mr. Anthony Tortorello's request. We will likely do an entire session on only open position warm-ups. So that's not today, unfortunately, but it will be very soon. This is very cool because this triplet pattern is giving me time to, you know, breathe a little bit. Speaking of breath, tight tummy, strong back, weak mind. The 3 things that we need to be guitar players. Great guitar players. I've got to stretch, friends. Let's go ahead and do this, right? So this is just a very simple, basic stretch, and it's so useful to us as guitar practitioners. Here's the 16 clicks with the fingers going up, and then 16 clicks with the fingers going down. Hey, Derek, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hey, guitar for everyone. Justin's here. Justin's in the house. Right on. And this other piece right here. Yeah, get all 3 of them. That's right. Strong like bull, smart like tractor. That's right. Oh, man. Smash the like button time. Thank you for the reminder. Robbie to the clean sweep with the housekeeping. Very cool. I've been using a stethoscope. No choice for now. That's okay. I missed something. We have 60 beats per minute, in case you are wondering. And we're typically operating between 1 note per click, or 1 attack per beat, or 2 attacks per beat, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get up to 8. And then maybe by the end of the year, we'll get up to 9s together, maybe, or 10s, or 12s, you know. But I think 8's pretty much going to be the limit for comfortability. The trick to all of this is to be able to remain calm and comfortable while we're playing this technical stuff. Now, after that stretch, I really hope you enjoy your new arms and hands and wrists. I really hope you enjoy those, because that's exactly what had just happened for me. And we'll go ahead and continue on with fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here we go. All right, frets 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1 E and a 2. Here we go. Are you pushing right forearm inside up? Good. That's a good question. While you stretch with your hand down, let's come back to that, and we'll talk about that on the second stretch. If I don't talk about it on the second stretch at like 8:15, remind me, because I really want to talk about that. It doesn't have to be any one way. It's just whatever we notice we're holding for tightness. You know, we'll do a little shoulder bridge exercise, a little shoulder stretch exercise too today. Because we are growing, we are spending a significant amount of time with the guitar now, and it's definitely worth talking about stretching. In order to maintain, I was either going to go on an unhealthy path. I talked with a friend Eric the other day on the phone, and he's like, you know, most musicians don't do what you're doing without, you know, chemical assistance. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really going to do it. You know, I'll tell you what, when I founded and directed a musical conservatory of music, right, and grew it larger than a university program that was in the same city. And so, you know, in that small amount of time, I saw, you know, in a 2-year period, I saw a handful of my musician friends either living in a van on the river, you know, getting ready to check out, or they actually were checked out. So it's a real, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I never would have believed it, but it's a real deal. It's a real problem. And so I can't go down that road, but I do choose, in order to maintain my own guitar practice, I do choose to do, you know, early to bed, early to rise. So the goal is, fourth finger stretch. So 1 E and a 2 E and a, so fingers 9, 10, 11, and 13. Fingers 1, 2, 3, and stretch 4. Frets 9, 10, 11, and 13. So 1 E and a 2 Z and a putting on my shoesies. So this is a lot like, you know, being aware, healthy, wealthy, wise, you know, early to bed, early to rise, all of that blah, blah, blah. But that helps me to get the yoga stretch in at the night before I go to bed. Right before I hit the rack, I'm always stretching to finish out the business of the day, and then, you know, close down the property and all that stuff. But then there's, you know, the early morning rise where the yoga hits before the guitar piece, right? So my back and my, you know, my hips and all of my joints are sort of most of the time thanking me for this. So, and it really helps. It helps me with energy. It helps me with focus. It helps me with getting here and sitting sideways for an hour with you or with myself as I'm practicing first thing in the morning, and it mitigates any pain that I might have otherwise been experiencing or any workplace injury that I otherwise might accrue. So this is definitely a maintenance program. And this is genuinely what happens. And a drummer friend of ours in the community had a back problem to the point where he couldn't get off the painkillers, and eventually succumbed to the problem. But so it is a real concern. So I don't want to be too serious here this morning, but I do want to be sure that we are observing the things that need to be observed while we're doing this work together. Public service, kind of, neighbor helping neighbor. That's kind of the way I would expect somebody to treat me if I was a neophyte or wanting to do something of Olympic nature, of Olympic quality. I would need to understand that there needs to be 3 months of Olympic-style rest after 9 months of intense Olympic-style training. So the body does need the rest and recovery. So 1E and 2 TE fingers. We're doing the kickstand now. I like to call this, we're just kicking that first finger back, starting in position number 9, and then we're kicking it back on fret number 8, 10, 11, and 12. So thank you, Raul, for making those questions available for the public here. 1E and a 2, TE and a go. Hey, Dan, good morning. Robbie and I are stretching our minds too. Mind bender Bernie. Right, B. Honey helps with the thinking, Bernie. Just saying. Oh yeah, I have my honey this morning in my Icelandic provisions, my skyr, or Icelandic yogurt, and a little granola, some chopped up ginger, and honey drizzle over the top. That's sort of my breakfast, my guitar breakfast of champions. That's what keeps my hair growing so nice and full. You know what I mean? You can see that it's really paying a benefit to my headshot. The observer is the observed. Oh, that's right. We've got to take a coffee. So at 8:15, we'll take a coffee sip and then talk a little bit more about stretch and work on expanding our stretch. I can feel the burn right now. And that wasn't a campaign plug, but I can feel the burn in my first finger stretching back to fret number, 9 at this point. And it really does. It does require breath from me, so I can't pull that stuff out of thin air. So we're going for the old 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal pattern. So if you've been joining me for this, now you can, or you can go back and look at 38 minutes in, and you could start really playing this at half speed and really try. If you want to figure out what it is I'm doing, I'll do a pretty good job, a bang up job explaining it now. But if you wanted to go watch it at half speed and try to just start at half speed, this live stream and all other live streams I confirmed yesterday are available under the live tab. You can go back and watch all of these Morning Ritual for Guitar Growth live streams as a non-member. So if I'll catch up with you later, Raul, about that if you still have questions about it. But let's go ahead and start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we'll go ahead and turn that around to 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll shift down one position. And 10, 11, 12, 9. Or 12, 11, 10, 9. And then, or what was it? 11, 10, 9, 8. And then 11, 10, 9, 8. More simply stated, it would be fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then drop a position. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll alternate the pick hand to get the sequencing appropriately distributed throughout. Here we go, 1 E and a 2. You know what to do. 1Z and a 2Z, and I'm putting on my shoesies. Very calm here, mental benefits. Oh yeah, I tell you what. Once I leave here, like, it's on screech, man. It is on screech. You're more than welcome, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for being here, you know. And I hope you have, I think we all hope you have a wonderful day. But I'm in a position where I'm trying to own every one of the notes that I play, whether they're fast, accurate, slow, steady. I just switched to the 4 middle strings, so we'll go ahead and start at the 4 middle strings on position 9 right here. Ready? Yeah, and we'll descend the pattern. So if you are interested, we're still celebrating the 100th episode yesterday. I'm giving away one more free Zoom live guitar session. Well, it's just a, what is this going to be? So it's, there it is. It's one more free Zoom guitar session, private guitar session with me. So if you're interested, we're celebrating our 100th live stream episode yesterday. And you can just type happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation in the live chat if you're interested. And we'll pull a winner, you know, later today. And winner from yesterday will be announced later today. Just so you know. Just getting that open position game together, because using, you know, absent one finger, it really changes everything for me, and I'm assuming for you too. So that's what I would do. I would repeat it until I got it, and then just move on and come back and revisit as time goes, as time passes. Let's do this one more time, the entire sequence, but let's do the entire sequence in quintuplets. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. He is picking and grinning. Good morning. Bottom 4 strings, and then we'll get into a stretch. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 done 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 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 plus 1, right, to go with today's theme. So happy with no pick here. Very cool idea. So those are to be done with no picks too. Yeah, definitely with no picks, okay. All right, time for another stretch. Let's go ahead and stretch. Let's give this a think here. So while I'm just gonna roll my arms up, my shoulders up, back, and sit up straight, and have that, you know, that classic, that cliche, like somebody's pulling my top of my head up by a string. Breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, and then just get those shoulders rolled back. And then I'm going to just continue the discussion that Raul started with us here. We're at 16 clicks, and now I can move my arm any way I'd like to find those spots where I'm holding tension, right? The only thing I want to avoid is I want to stay in the green. I don't want to go into the red and start doing micro tears in any of my tendons or tissues. So that's really important to me. Just keeping that elbow straight or even slightly bent is fine. All we're doing is stretching the forearm here, these tissues here, and then you could push your elbow as straight or maybe hyperextended. I'm not sure what you're capable of. Just staying in the green, but I'm keeping that shoulder pushed all the way forward as far as I can, and then I'm trying to reach for my fingers on the other hand. So this can roll, this can rotate, this can do all kinds of things, and that applies to both the upward position and the downward position. So anything that you can do to keep your arms sort of like just countering the act of hunching over and acting like a little goblin all day, the guitar goblin. These are really important things to accomplish. Balancing things, balancing exercises, balancing stretches. Boy, it's nice when I'm quiet, isn't it? And where I'm quiet is where I suspect I get most of our viewers, right? As soon as I close my mouth and just do the things that need to be done. But that should invigorate us to finish up with our guitar session today. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's just have a quick sip of coffee, and then let me just take a quick look at any comments that might be coming and going that could use some attention. I haven't done a really great job at managing that. So I'm glad you guys were sort of shouting it out at the beginning about the audio. You type in happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation, might earn you a free Zoom guitar session with yours truly. Yeah, we're giving away guitar sessions today and yesterday. So we have some winners from yesterday, and we're giving another guitar session away today. Happy picking, all caps followed by an exclamation point. And yes, I am a picking and a grinning. Hello. Oh, yes, yes. Sup, dude? Lamb of God. Very cool. Where are you from? I'm American. You know, American, man. American. Where are you from? Great to meet you, Lamb of God. Wonderful to meet. I love that YouTube handle. Very cool. Oh, the screen is, yeah, it is. Yep. Just to be fair, is there anything that any one of you would like to work on for the last 10 minutes? I'll give it a couple of seconds here. And you let me know if there's anything that you'd like to do for the last 10 minutes. Anything that you would like to specialize on. Any questions or suggestions for the stream? We love to be informed about how to, you know, how our service can make the world a better place too. So keep that in mind. We're open to that. Mm-hmm. Wow, just lit the wood stove. Feels like 30, wow. After, yeah, we've had some 80-degree days already, high 70s anyway. Tropic of Neptune. Can you explain scales for someone getting into scales? Oh, yeah. Let's do this with the metronome. So let's use this concept. Let's expand this over. Let's also include time, or our perception of time. And so we'll keep the metronome running at 60 beats per minute. And this will be how we divide our time. We divide our time into 3 equal parts. 8 hours a day for service to God and, you know, a distressed neighbor, or, you know, charity. 8 hours for our usual vocations, and 8 hours for rest and refreshment or sleep. Okay, so that's typically what we do. We divide our day into typically three equal parts. And so I wanted to talk about sound as like a, you know, if we put the sound on a scale, from all the way, you know, it's vibration the way I understand it. So vibration is going to start so low, it's you know, maybe heat. We can feel it, you know, and then it gets a little faster, and then we can, you know, see it, and then it gets a little faster, we could hear it, then a little faster, then we can see it, and then a little faster, and we can be conscious, you know, or whatever. So whatever that theoretical application is. But I know vibration is at the root of all of it. And then what we do is we take those phenomena of the octave, let's say there's one, because the B string is so, let's use the G string. Let's use the G string. I thought the B was going to just feel better. Maybe let's use the B string. It doesn't really matter what the note name is, okay? It's super simple. I'm either going to stay on this one note for all eternity, and really learn how to appreciate it and enjoy it. But at some point I might want to go somewhere and return back to the place from whence I came. So the note B, like the perfect triangle, has always existed. It will always exist. But as guitar practitioners or musicians, we can select, we can by design pull those notes from the cosmos and bring them down onto our instruments through the grace of what's led us up to this moment here. But we have an equally divided, the same way we equally divide our day, we equally divide our scale into 12 equal pieces. So we start with the chromatic scale. You can see that the guitar has frets on it, and the first thing that I need to know, the very first thing that I need to know is you can move from one note to the next, either by leap or by step. Okay? So the chromatic scale, where we move from one note to the next, not skipping any frets. Here's our three equal parts. We have, you know, three nice positions. So everything that we do up, we need to learn descending as well. Good. Then we need to apply note names. I think that's a good place to be. So the B string does have a lot to offer. Lamb, stick around. He is an amazing teacher. Oh, person. Oh. Hey, Robbie with laying down the wisdom this morning. Yes, sir. My man, Lamb of God, my man B, he looked totally calm, of no sign of metalhead, and sure about that. Oh yeah, love the metal. Yeah, love the metal. Can't get enough metal. Pretty fly for a white guy. Yeah, still can't get it. I'm still, you know, kind of weird how people, I don't know, can't figure it out. But what's happening? So this is simply just a scale. So did I answer any of your questions? Did I help at all? Did I help at all? Kevin's set the marker for departure for today. So what we're going to do, let me ask you one question before you leave. Is the audio still crackling here? Okay. Okay, one more chance. If you want to enter yourself into the drawing to win a free a Zoom guitar lesson, private guitar lesson with me, you can enter happy picking, all caps followed by an exclamation. This is the last mention before we jump for the day. If you want to stick around, I'm going to thank you for the confirmations about the audio crackling. I'm going to come right back, but with another piece of equipment in just a minute or two. So I'll expect to see Raul will give me some feedback. I'm not sure what all we'll do with this next session, if it will continue or if it will be just a short, quick to try to problem solve or troubleshoot. But if you are interested in a free guitar session, a Zoom guitar session, a mini Zoom guitar session that's anything you want to talk about with the guitar, anything you want to do, just happy picking, all caps followed by an exclamation point right here in the live chat, and it's that simple, and then we'll pluck another winner today. All right, so you can do that if you like, and then I really appreciate you all being here with me through 2025. This is proving to be a useful time for me personally, for growth as a guitar practitioner, as a person, introducing new healthier patterns, improving healthy patterns in my own personal life with calisthenic, getting the pipes ready to go, getting the guns out. But it's sit-ups, yoga, all to keep up with the amount of seat time I'm spending, and sort of to counter the amount of seat time I'm spending with the guitar. So this is all being done in real time, and you're witnessing the growth. So from the beginning of the very first session that we did, we're going to look back at that at the end of the year. We're going to look at my posture, my technique, the way I address the camera, the way I talk, the way I play, my techniques, and my dynamic understanding of what's going on at the moment, the way I deliver. We're going to take a look at the last video that I do this year, and then we're going to take a look at what happens when you spend 260 hours with your guitar. Which one comes out on top? Is there a noticeable difference? Is there a benefit to playing, sitting with your guitar for 1 hour a day, 5 days a week for an entire year? And that's what we're about to find out. That's what this is really about. I haven't seen anything longitudinally that actually will calculate this out for me. So this is why one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So thank you for being here with me along the journey. You're definitely a huge part of it. So, all right, thanks anyway. We'll see you again tomorrow if I don't see you in a few minutes to try to sort out this audio. But I'm out for now. Happy picking. Until next time, tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. We'll see you then. Bye now.